Time with Shebrew Royalty features remedies for inner healing and outer beauty. Real-time conversations with sisters in the Hebrew Israelite community, focused on healing our spirit, mind, and body, which will contribute to the healing of our nation as a whole. Sip a cup of tea, wear your favorite turban, tee, or tunic, and enjoy tea time with Shebrew Royalty. Tea Time with Shebrew Royalty features remedies for inner healing and outer beauty. Real-time conversations with sisters in the Hebrew Israelite community, focused on healing our spirit, mind, and body, which will contribute to the healing of our nation as a whole. Sip a cup of tea, wear your favorite turban, tee, or tunic, and enjoy tea time with Shebrew Royalty. Shebrew Royalty. She's got the fruits of the spirit, love, joy, and peace. She's got long-suffering, gentleness, and goodness, forbearance, faith, and meekness too. Shebrew Royalty. She's got the fruits of the spirit. Shebrew Royalty. She's got the fruits of the spirit, love, joy, and peace. She's got long-suffering, gentleness, and goodness, forbearance, faith, and meekness too. Shebrew Royalty. She's got the fruits of the spirit. Shebrew Royalty. She's got the fruits of the spirit, love, joy, and peace. She's got long-suffering, gentleness, and goodness, forbearance, faith, and meekness too. Shebrew Royalty. She's got the fruits of the spirit. Shebrew Royalty. She's got the fruits of the spirit, love, joy, and peace. She's got long-suffering, gentleness, and goodness, forbearance, faith, and meekness too. Shebrew Royalty. She's got the fruits of the spirit. Shebrew Royalty. She's got the fruits of the spirit, love, joy, and peace. She's got long-suffering, gentleness, and goodness, forbearance, faith, and meekness too. Shebrew Royalty. She's got the fruits of the spirit.
Shalawam, shalawam, sisters. Come on in. Come on in. Come on in with your beautiful royal selves. Who is here? Who is here? Come on in. As you come in, please do me a favor. Hit the like button, share, subscribe, hit the notification bell. Let others know that we are here. And let me know that you're here. Go ahead and post something in the comment box to let me know that you are here. Come on in. Come on in. Who is here? Who is with me already? Who is here? Come on in. Let's get this Royal Shebrew tea party started. Come on in. Who is here? Speak to me. Before I go any further, let us give a big shout out, a praise to the Almighty I am that I am, AHAYAH, the God of the Hebrews and the Shebrews. In the name of His Son YASHAYA HaMashiach, or Yeshaya Christ, I am your hostess, Kwala Yakaka, and I humbly thank you for joining me today. Joining me on this broadcast today. Who is here? Come on in, post something in the box. Let me know you're here. Oh, Ahab Karat, you are here. Shalawam, Shalawam. How are you? I miss you. I miss you, sis. I miss you. I can't wait for you to come back. But it's so good to see you here at tea time. How was your week? Talk to me. How was your week? I pray that you all had a beautiful and blessed week. I hope you did. Oh, we miss you too, sis. We miss you too. Yes. Can't wait to see you. Can't wait to have you back. But I'm sure you are having so much fun. I can't wait to hear about all the fun that you're having right now on your mini vacay. That's so wonderful. But it's so good to see you all. Come on in. Come on in. How has your week been? How has your week been? Talk to me. Talk to me. How has your week been? Last week. How was your week? I'm telling you, these weeks are just flying by so fast. I can't. Shalawam, Sister Zion. Yapa, Sister Princess. Shalawam. Shalawam. All right, we are getting this royal tea party started. Yeah, but these days, weeks, months are just flying by, aren't they? Oh my gosh, I can't believe it's Sunday already. First day of a new week. First day of the new week. Yes, Shabbat was so amazing yesterday, as usual, as it always is. But it's so good to see you all on this Sunday. So good to see you. So let's get all of this stuff out of the way as we do every week, these disclaimers and everything. You know, before moving forward, let's talk about what tea time with Shebrew royalty is not. And tea time with Shebrew royalty is not going to be everybody's cup of tea. We understand, we get it, no problem whatsoever. But if you come upon this channel and you realize that you don't, care for our beliefs or our lifestyle, that's okay too. We encourage you to just keep searching YouTube until you find your perfect cup of tea and your perfect flavor. You owe that to yourself. But what we do ask is that you not leave any insults, any derogatory comments or statements in the chat box, because that would be distasteful. We would really appreciate it, and we thank you in advance. Also, although I am a certified and licensed physician assistant and a certified functional nutrition informed professional, and I will be going into topics of health and wellness on this channel, what we will not be utilizing this platform for is to diagnose or treat anyone's illnesses. If you are experiencing any medical problems whatsoever, please consult your healthcare practitioner. And the views that you will hear on this channel are those of myself, my guests, and not those of any particular church or organization. One more thing, if you would like to be a guest on Tea Time with Shebrew Royalty, please send me an email and include a brief description of your business, product, service, or a topic that you are interested in co-hosting. I would love to hear from you and brainstorm on how we can collaborate to help heal and strengthen Shebrews throughout the four corners of the earth, which will ultimately contribute to the healing of our nation as a whole. So let me go ahead and put my email address on the banner here for you. Give me just a second. Here we go. ShebrewRoyaltyBiz@gmail.com. And yes, please include a brief description of your business, product, or service that you provide, or a topic that you are interested in co-hosting. Please do send me an email. Orderly Fashion 144's website is still under construction, pending new inventory, and I will continue to keep you updated and posted to let you know when it is back up and open for business. So now let us talk about My Guardian Doc. I am going to bring their website up for you here. My Guardian Doc.
Life can throw unexpected curveballs. When it comes to your family's health, you need someone in your corner. Introducing My Guardian Doc, your virtual medicine program provides compassionate medical guidance and world-class care around the clock. Within minutes, talk to a licensed physician. We are My Guardian Doc. All our doctors are guided by our Patient Safety and Care Equity Council, whose mission is to ensure you receive safe and equitable care. For just $27 per month, your entire household gains access to a team of dedicated medical professionals. Whether it's just sniffles or sneezes, medication refills, or a question about diagnosis or treatment, or the need to speak to a behavioral health specialist in the privacy of your home, no concern is too big or too small. My Guardian Doc is here to help you. No surprise fees, no hidden costs, just quality care when you need it most. With My Guardian Doc, for just $27 per month, your entire household's associated benefits include immediately lower micromort count, which is your 1 in a million chance of dying, on-demand access to doctors, reduce healthcare costs, improve healthcare outcomes, decreased visits to the hospital or emergency room, increase your lifespan, and gain peace of mind knowing your family's health is always protected. From urgent care, primary care, medical guidance, prescription discounts, hospital bill negotiation, and much more, My Guardian Doc is here for you every step of the way. Millions of people have expressed a need for My Guardian Doc. Join the fastest growing subscription service. Visit myguardiandoc.com to subscribe today, because your family's health deserves the best.
So once again, visit myguardiandoc.com for more information. And also, if you are interested in signing up for coverage, you can find the subscription link for Tea Time with Shebrew Royalty viewers in the description box below this video. All right, let us keep it moving. Shalawam, Sister Tisha. So good to see you. Wow, good to see you. How have you been? How have you been? Welcome, welcome, welcome. It's so good to see you. So once again, hit that like button, share, subscribe, hit the notification bell. I hope that you're wearing your favorite turban, tee, tunic, or dress. That being said, let's sip some tea and have healthy talk. Let's get this royal tea party started. Come on, let us do that. So, sisters, as I ask every Sunday, what is your cup of tea or glass of tonic? What is it that you're sipping on tonight? Talk to me. My tea tonight is moringa tea. Moringa tea. So post in the comment box what you're drinking tonight. What's your cup of tea? So tonight we're going to watch this short video from Natural Health Remedies. And this video is 17 benefits of drinking moringa tea every day. Let's learn about this. Let's learn about what the 17 benefits are of moringa tea. Let's get this video up here for you. "17 benefits of drinking moringa tea every day. Fair use for education."
17 benefits of drinking moringa tea every day. Moringa tea is a beverage made by steeping dried moringa leaves in hot water for several minutes. This refreshing tea increases wellness and vitality. The moringa leaves contain a high concentration of nutrients, and they have the ability to retain them when dried. Moringa has received a lot of attention in recent years for its ability to help lose weight. A great deal of research money has been poured into this small tree, which is also called drumstick tea or miracle tea. The plant is native to India and Pakistan. Generally, the root and extracts from the plant can be toxic and should be avoided, but the leaves, flowers, stems, seeds, bark, and fruit are all available and recommended for health. Let's take a look at the amazing benefits of moringa tea. Number 1, weight loss. Moringa tea, with its powerful nutrient profile, helps boost metabolism, burn calories, balance sugar levels, boost digestion, and increase energy levels. This is why a cup of moringa tea is an excellent addition to a weight loss diet. Number 2, anti-inflammatory properties. Known primarily as an anti-inflammatory tea, moringa is excellent for reducing inflammation of the tissues and cells throughout the body, relieving pain, chronic aches, and joint disorders, as well as gout, stomach upsets, headaches, and fever. This is one of the main reasons why moringa is considered a cure-all in many countries. Number 3, rich source of antioxidants. Moringa tea has high antioxidant power, which helps fight free radicals. Researchers found that moringa leaves contain 46 natural antioxidants. Now, these powerful bioactive compounds help maintain, restore, and repair human cells. Number 4, skin care. With its high concentration of vitamin C and bioflavonoids, moringa tea is a highly nourishing drink for the skin. It is an anti-aging drink which boosts collagen production, prevents the formation of fine lines, and increases the moisture and the youthfulness of the skin. Its anti-inflammatory nature helps fight acne breakouts. Number 5, boosts immune system. High levels of antioxidants make this tea an excellent way to boost the immune system and protect against common cold and flu symptoms. Vitamin C stimulates the production of white blood cells and acts as an antioxidant to slow down oxidative stress and the weakened immune system that results from it. Number 6, improves healing rate. Vitamin C in moringa tea is not just good for the immune system, but also for the creation of new cells in the body. This results in faster healing, particularly for someone who is recovering from an injury or extended illness. Number 7, controls diabetes. There are certain blood sugar and cholesterol-lowering effects of moringa tea, which make it important for diabetics or people at risk of diabetes. By reducing cholesterol and blood pressure, your chances of developing diabetes are lowered. Number 8, aids in digestion. The anti-inflammatory nature of this tea makes it ideal for soothing stomach upsets, calming diarrhea and constipation symptoms, and generally improving gastrointestinal health. Number 9, manages depression and migraines. Moringa tea can act as an antidepressant as it balances serotonin and dopamine levels, which are key to pain perception and mood regulations. According to a 2012 study, moringa showed the ability to treat and manage migraines and chronic headaches. Number 10, boosts heart health. A significant content of potassium makes this tea excellent for lowering blood pressure, as potassium can ease tension in arteries and blood vessels. Moringa tea also has a soothing quality that helps relax the body and mind. Number 11, boosts cognition. The antioxidants found in moringa tea, as well as the other neuroprotective vitamins and nutrients, help make moringa tea a true brain booster. Research has shown that this tea has the ability to regulate neurotransmitter levels, which can affect memory and cognitive strength. Number 12, balances hormones. Packed with antioxidants, moringa tea helps regulate hormones. It has the therapeutic potential for the prevention of hormone imbalance complications during postmenopause. Number 13, relieves menstrual cramps. Drinking a cup of moringa tea can help alleviate menstrual cramps, nausea, bloating, mood swings, and migraines during the menstruation cycle. Number 14, energy booster. If you're looking for a non-caffeinated drink that can give you an energy boost, moringa tea could be the answer. The tea helps increase vitality and overall wellness and has no sugar or caffeine. Number 15, antimicrobial and antibacterial properties. Moringa tea can be effective against certain kinds of bacteria, as it has powerful antimicrobial and antibacterial properties. The tea can help prevent boils, skin infections, common digestive problems, blood impurities, and urinary tract infections. Number 16, promotes liver health. Moringa tea, packed with polyphenols, helps heal and protect the liver from toxicity. According to a study, moringa restores liver enzymes, which helps it function at its optimal best to produce bile, detoxify the blood, and metabolize fats. Number 17, hair care. Moringa tea has high levels of iron, vitamin C, vitamin B complex, and protein, which are all essential amino acids. These nutrients help promote hair growth and maintenance, prevent dandruff and dry hair, and regulate sebum. Intake of moringa tea is also known to prevent split ends in hair strands. So, how do you make moringa tea? Moringa nutritious tea can be prepared easily at home. Just follow these simple steps. Number 1, take 3 to 4 stalks of moringa and use the mature leaves to make tea as they dry quickly. Number 2, air dry the stalks and the leaves till they become crisp. You do not need to separate them, as most people love to include them in the process of making tea due to their high fiber content. Number 3, scoop the dried moringa leaves into a blender and grind. Number 4, add hot water and allow the leaves to steep for 3 to 5 minutes, or until the color changes. Number 5, mix in honey to taste. Now, you can also use lemon if you want. I hope you've enjoyed this video on 17 benefits of drinking moringa tea every day. If you have, please give this video the thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe to this YouTube channel. And I'm sure you're going to enjoy this next video on 14 unbelievable uses and benefits of moringa oil for hair, skin.
All right. 17 incredible benefits of moringa tea. And that is why I am having moringa tea tonight, because it is just so healthy. Who would have thunk? So that's the tea on moringa tea. Shalawam, Sister Ashley and Sister Madakwa. Welcome. Good to see you all. Happy Sunday. Happy Sunday to you all. Once again, like, share, and subscribe. Hit the notification bell if you haven't already done so. We are about to get started. And I have just one more request of you. And like I mention every week, I do not promote on any other social media platforms because I don't have any other social media platforms. So I depend on your support by sharing this channel and inviting other sisters, family, friends, by word of mouth or on your social media pages. So I would really appreciate that. Help us to grow this channel. Help us to grow this channel so that other sisters can get all of this good information that we go over every Sunday. All right. So it's showtime. It is showtime on Tea Time with Hebrew Royalty. Who's ready for another pretty informative show again tonight? Who's ready for an informative show tonight? So if you enjoyed last week's show, you will enjoy tonight's show because tonight is a continuation of last week's show. So welcome again to week 5, the 5th and last Sunday in June, Personal and Professional Growth and Development Month. So every Sunday in May and June, we have been focusing on topics that aim to help us improve our personal and professional lives. So tonight's session, it's the last session in this series. So I really believe that you are going to enjoy tonight's show as well. So last week's show, Balancing Act, Navigating Work-Life Harmony, was part 1. What did you think about that show? What did you think about last week's show? Did you learn anything on last week's show? Talk to me. What stuck out to you most about last week's show? There were so many things that we went over last week, right? So tonight's show, Balancing Act, Navigating Work-Life Harmony, part 2. Like I said before, it's a continuation from last week's show because there are just so many factors to consider when you're trying to find work-life balance, whether you are single and living alone, a single mom, or married with children, if you're working full-time, part-time, or running your own business. There's just so much involved in trying to have that balance between your home life and your work life. And if we're not careful to manage our time well, the consequences can be less than ideal, right? Because we talked about burnout last week, which can lead to other stress-related conditions. So we're trying to avoid that. So we are wanting to learn how to navigate this busy lifestyle that many of us have and to find harmony between our work life and our home life. So tonight we will continue to explore the unique challenges that women face in balancing their personal and professional lives. So last week, let's just do a really quick recap of some of the topics that we went over last week. Here are some of the things that we went into. We talked about the statistics of burnout in women. And we learned last week that about 42% of women and 35% of men in corporate America have felt burned out in the last few months, right? And so that was one of the statistics that we went over last week. We talked about what the definition is when it comes to work-life balance. And according to the Cambridge.org dictionary, work-life balance is defined as the amount of time you spend doing your job compared with the amount of time you spend with your family and doing those things that you enjoy. So we also talked about, we went into a more in-depth look about what exactly does work-life balance look like and why is it important. We went also into some of the barriers to work-life balance for women. And some of those barriers, let's see, I can go over them real quickly. Gender roles and expectations, workplace culture, lack of flexible work arrangements, childcare responsibilities, elder care, workplace discrimination and bias, lack of supportive policies, economic pressures, mental health and well-being, social and professional isolation. And once we identified those barriers, we started delving now into strategies to knock down those barriers that get in the way of us achieving and maintaining a harmonious work-life balance. So we also went into one of the strategies was setting boundaries. Setting boundaries. We also talked about self-care, how to care for yourself in order to maintain, first of all, achieve and maintain that work-life balance. Everyday practices that can help us reduce stress and improve overall well-being. We talked about time management, how to manage your time more effectively, and we gave 10 time management tips. So those are some of the topics that we went over last week. So I would encourage you, if you didn't watch, if you weren't here for last week's show, and if you haven't been able to watch the playback, please go back and watch part 1, because tonight we are going to basically now expand on what we already learned last week. So tonight, here are some of the things that we're going to talk about. We're going to talk about overcoming guilt, navigating career breaks and transitions, leveraging remote work, because so many of us are working remotely, and learning how to, although you are bringing your work into your home, not allowing that work to basically take place of your home life, to take over your home life. We're going to talk about building a support system and maintaining balance in the long term. So that being said, let's jump into overcoming guilt. Many women experience guilt when balancing work and family responsibilities. So tonight we're going to talk about, there's an article, it's by sjrllondon.com, and it's Embracing Positivity, Overcoming Guilt for a Better Work-Life Balance. And so we're going to take a look at this article right now. Once again, this is by sjrllondon.com, Embracing Positivity, Overcoming Guilt for a Better Work-Life Balance. So let's go into this article. Embracing Positivity, Overcoming Guilt for a Better Work-Life Balance. In the busy hustle and bustle of today's life, where our job demands are always pulling on our time and attention while personal dreams wait quietly on the side, we often feel guilty. It's that annoying inner voice that complains when we put work before family events, or skip the gym because of pressing deadlines. Trying to be successful at work whilst also keeping up with our lives outside of it puts many of us in a tough spot. It's like trying to walk on a tightrope with guilt controlling your every move. As we try to deal with this inner struggle, it becomes clear that guilt not only stops us from enjoying happy moments, but also eats away at the balance between work and life. However, in all of this chaos of trying to juggle our work duties and personal lives, there is still a bit of hope, a light showing us that staying positive could help us overcome these feelings of not being good enough to take control of our happiness. Let's discuss how we can manage this feeling of guilt and imbalance to find clarity and strength in combining our work with our personal lives. So let's talk about understanding guilt and negative thinking. Guilt, often described as a relentless companion in the world of work-life balance struggles, acts as a double-edged sword. While it may initially arise from a sense of responsibility or high standards we set for ourselves, its unchecked presence can swiftly transform into a toxic force that sabotages our well-being. The weight of guilt not only clouds our judgment, but also leads to self-criticism and an endless loop of second-guessing decisions. This emotional weight can become especially heavy when trying to balance work demands and personal lives. In addition to this, bad thoughts can also hide in the dark, ready to jump out and spoil even the happiest times by making us feel not good enough or unsure. Who has experienced that? I'm sure we all have. These thoughts create a trap in our minds, changing how we see problems and tough times at work or at home. And they mix with feelings of guilt. As they mix with feelings of guilt, they make us feel even worse, using up the energy we need for getting things done or dealing with personal matters. It's important to see how these negative thoughts and guilt work together, because they make it really hard for us to find peace in our everyday lives. So here are some strategies for letting go. Guilt often manifests in various forms, whether stemming from work-related pressures or personal dilemmas. In our work lives, it may arise from perceived shortcomings, missed deadlines, or the inability to meet unrealistic expectations. On the other hand, in our personal lives, guilt might surface due to not spending enough time with our loved ones, neglecting self-care routines, or juggling multiple responsibilities without feeling good enough in any role. Knowing where guilt comes from is the key to breaking its hold on our mental health. By identifying the specific reasons behind it, like unrealistic expectations from a tough boss or society's perfect standards for parenting, you can start to peel away the self-criticism that makes you feel not good enough. To release yourself from the shackles of guilt requires a conscious effort towards accepting imperfection as a natural part of being human, embracing vulnerability, and acknowledging that mistakes are inevitable. Steps toward growth paves the way for cultivating self-compassion and creating forgiveness within yourself. And that's so important. So many women have a very difficult time forgiving themselves for making mistakes. Techniques such as practicing mindfulness to observe thoughts without judgment, reframing negative self-talk into constructive affirmations, and seeking support from trusted friends and family can help you reframe perspectives on failure and setbacks. By shifting your focus from attributing blame internally towards external circumstances beyond your control, over time, you'll learn to release heavy guilt and adopt a more compassionate view of yourself. Embracing positivity. In the quest for a more balanced work-life dynamic, cultivating mindfulness practices is a very powerful tool to create a positive outlook. Rather than allowing guilt and negativity to dictate your thoughts, embracing mindfulness encourages us to be present in the moment, acknowledging our feelings without judgment, and ultimately shifting our perspective toward gratitude and acceptance. By incorporating simple mindfulness exercises in your daily routine, such as mindful breathing, or meditation, we can start loosening the hold of guilt and open the path to stronger emotional strength. Along with that, having a strong and positive prayer life is really important. Taking time to appreciate the little wins can shine a light in the darkness of self-criticism. We also get caught up thinking about our mistakes or what we haven't achieved, missing out on seeing the many good things we've done along the way. By consciously redirecting our focus from shortcomings to achievements, no matter how small we think they are, we not only boost self-esteem, but also create momentum towards a more positive mindset. Whether it's completing tasks ahead of schedule, showing kindness to our colleagues, or simply making time for our personal passion projects, each achievement deserves recognition as it collectively shapes our narrative towards one of positivity and progress. So how do we balance work demands and personal life? Let's see. Setting boundaries at work, we talked about that, can be challenging, yet crucial steps in achieving a work-life balance. It's essential to remember that prioritizing your personal well-being is not selfish, but necessary for sustainable productivity. Recognize that saying no when necessary and blocking time out for yourself doesn't diminish your value as an employee. Instead, it enhances your overall performance by preventing burnout and fostering creativity. By establishing clear boundaries around your time and energy, you not only protect your personal life, but also set a positive example for others on healthy work habits. Effective prioritization lies at the core of mastering the art of balancing work demands with personal life commitments. I'd recommend starting by listing tasks based on urgency and importance, allowing you to focus on what truly matters, both professionally and personally. Embracing the power of delegation where possible, trusting colleagues or outsourcing tasks to create room for quality moments outside of work. And that's something that I know many women have a problem with, right? Is delegating tasks to others to do. Sometimes we feel as though, oh, if I want it done right, I have to do it myself. Or we've had experiences in the past where, we've depended on someone to do something and it, everything fell apart or fell through, and you start thinking, well, I should have done that myself. So the next time around, it's more difficult to relinquish that task to someone else. But it's really important, like it says here, to prevent burnout, that when possible, we delegate others to take on some of the tasks that we may not have time for. And like it says here, also to prevent burnout. Remember that being busy isn't synonymous with being productive. True efficiency comes from aligning tasks with overarching goals while leaving space for self-care practices that recharge your spirit and elevate your performance in all aspects of your life. Finding gratitude and contentment. This is huge. In the pursuit of a balanced work and personal life, an often underestimated yet powerful tool is gratitude. Cultivating gratitude isn't just about listing things we're thankful for. It's about anchoring ourselves in positivity amidst chaos. By incorporating simple gratitude exercises into our daily routines, from journaling 3 things that we appreciate each day to expressing thanks to colleagues or loved ones, we pave the way for a mindset shift towards contentment. It's not about dismissing challenges, but rather acknowledging the good that coexists with them. Shedding light on ways to find peace during times when work gets stressful. However, true happiness goes beyond just doing well at work or feeling happy for a little while. It's about accepting things aren't perfect and seeing the good in our experiences, no matter the ups and downs. Knowing that sometimes we'll face challenges help us to handle difficult situations better. We start to enjoy growing and learning, not just trying to be perfect. This new way of thinking frees us from always comparing ourselves to others and trying to meet impossible goals. It helps us find a deep kind of happiness that comes from inside, not just from outside praise or success. And it says here, thank you very much for reading. If you're looking for a new role, please feel free to reach out. And this is, once again, sjrlondon.com. All right, what do you all think about that information? Embracing positivity, overcoming guilt for a better work-life balance. What did you think about that? Let's see. Sister Paula is here. Shalawam says, praise the Most High. Khan, yes, talk to me. Communicate with me through this chat box. Let's talk. How many of you have experienced any of what was discussed in that article about the guilt of, trying to manage home and work and not being able to complete all the tasks and feeling overwhelmed? How many of us have suffered from burnout because of this? And looking towards having more balance in our lives. Yeah, we are in a time where all of us are just so busy. We're just so busy. Every time I talk to someone, oh my gosh, it's been such a busy week. I've not heard lately, oh my gosh, I just had such a relaxing week. That seems pretty foreign right now, right? Many of us burning the candle at both ends. So we really have to learn how to manage work and life, home life, and achieve that balance. Sister Paula says, I just went through that 3 days ago. Yeah, a lot of people are experiencing burnout. And, for a lot of people that are now taking work home, that are working remotely, because when you're working in an office away from home, for most people, when they step away from that office and they come home, they're able to maintain that distance. But what happens if your office is right here in your home and you have a thought about, oh my gosh, I forgot to do this earlier today. And it's so simple to just run into the office and complete that task, not realizing that that's taking time away from your home life. And that creates that imbalance. Sister Paula said that is so true. Khan. So now we want to talk about navigating career breaks and transition. How can we manage navigating through career breaks and transitions, whether it's due to maybe for someone a maternity leave, caregiving, or personal reasons? You just need to take a break, and then now you're having to transition back into the workforce. So I have a couple of articles that we're going to go through in regards to navigating career breaks and transitions. The first article is by AHAYAH.com, and this article is strategies for a smooth transition back to work after maternity leave. Because so many young women, after they go back to work after giving birth, after maternity leave, it's so difficult. The separation from a newborn and going back into the workplace. And usually by the time you get back into the workplace, there are just so many different changes that have occurred while you were gone, and now trying to find your groove again can be challenging. So let's talk about strategies for a smooth transition back to work after maternity leave. So this article speaks primarily to moms returning to the workforce after maternity leave, but the strategies can be applied to most situations involving transitions back to work after maybe even an extended absence for some other reason. So let's go into this article and see what we can learn. So this is from Anja Health. Let's see, anjahealth.com. Strategies for smooth transition back to work after maternity leave. It says here, welcoming a new addition to the family is a transformative experience. And as a new mother, the prospect of returning to work after maternity leave can evoke a mix of emotions. Balancing career responsibilities with the joys and demands of motherhood requires careful planning and thoughtful strategies. In this blog post, we'll explore key strategies to facilitate a smooth transition back to work after maternity leave, allowing mothers to navigate this period with confidence and ease. Number one, plan early and communicate effectively. The journey back to the workplace begins well before the actual return date. It's crucial to start planning early, considering factors such as the duration of maternity leave, childcare arrangements, and any adjustments needed in the work schedule. Clear and open communication with your employer is essential. Discuss your plans, any potential adjustments, and establish expectations regarding your return. So that's number one. Number two, gradual return and flexible scheduling. If possible, explore options for a gradual return to work. This could involve starting with part-time hours or a few days a week initially. A flexible schedule can help ease the transition, allowing you to gradually reintegrate into your professional responsibilities while still providing time for family adjustments. Number three, build a support system. Surround yourself with a strong support system both at home and in the workplace. Discuss responsibilities and schedules with your partner or family members. Ensuring a shared understanding of childcare duties at work. Connect with colleagues who can offer guidance or share their experiences of returning to work after maternity leave. Number four, create a comprehensive childcare plan. Having a reliable and well thought out childcare plan is fundamental. Explore different childcare options such as daycare, hiring a nanny, or seeking assistance from family members. Knowing your child is in good hands allow you to focus on work with peace of mind. Number five, utilize workplace resources. Many workplaces offer resources to support employees during the transition back to work. This could include flexible scheduling policies, lactation rooms, or employee assistant programs, EAPs, that provide counseling and support services. Familiarize yourself with these resources and utilize them as needed. Number six, embrace technology for remote work. Advancements in technology have made remote work more accessible. If feasible, explore the possibility of working remotely, at least part-time. This can provide a smoother transition and offer a balance between professional commitments and the flexibility needed for childcare. Number six, prioritize self-care. And this was another topic that we went over last week was self-care. Returning to work after maternity leave can be physically and emotionally demanding. Prioritize self-care to maintain your well-being. Ensure you get enough rest, maintain a healthy diet, and make time for activities that bring you joy and relaxation. A healthy and happy you is better equipped to handle the challenges of both work and motherhood. Number 8, set realistic expectations. Setting realistic expectations is crucial during this transitional period. Understand that there will be an adjustment period, and it's okay not to have everything perfectly balanced from the start. Give yourself the grace to adapt gradually and be open to reassessing and refining your routine as needed. Number 9, develop a seamless routine. Establishing a daily routine that accommodates both work and childcare responsibilities can contribute to a seamless transition. Plan out your day, considering key tasks at work and moments with your child. Having a well-organized routine minimizes stress and provides a sense of structure. Number 10, stay connected with your child. Maintain a strong emotional connection with your child, even when at work. Consider options like video calls during breaks or receiving updates from caregivers. Staying connected helps ease any separation anxiety and ensures you remain an active presence in your child's life. Number 11, delegate and learn to say no. Recognize that you can't do it all, and it's okay to delegate tasks at home and at work. Prioritize your responsibilities and be willing to say no when necessary. Setting boundaries ensure you don't overextend yourself, allowing for a healthier work-life balance. Number 12, seek guidance from other working moms. Connect with other working mothers who have successfully navigated the return to work after maternity leave. Their insights, tips, and shared experiences can be invaluable. Learn from their strategies and adapt them to fit your unique situation. And conclusion, a harmonious balance of work and motherhood. Returning to work after maternity leave is a significant transition that requires careful planning and consideration. By implementing these strategies, you can foster a smooth and successful return, balancing your professional and personal roles with grace. Remember that every mother's journey is unique. So tailor these strategies to suit your individual circumstances and priorities. With thoughtful preparation and a supportive network, you can navigate this period of change with confidence, embracing the harmonious balance of work and motherhood. I think that was a pretty good article. Lots of great tips in there. So this was by AHAYAH.com. Strategies for a smooth transition back to work after maternity leave. So sisters, let's talk to me. Y'all are pretty quiet today. Y'all are really quiet today. Come on. Let's chat. Let's have a conversation. Let's chat. Put some comments in there. What did you think about that that article? I know I don't have any sisters right now that are in that phase of, returning to work after maternity leave. But like I said, some of the tips that are in that article can also be used for returning to work for from any other cause of your absence. But here's another article by career.io that that I thought will also be helpful. This one is best practices when you are re-entering the workforce after a long absence. How many of us have had to step away from work for a while, whether it was through an illness or you just needed a break and just decided to just take a break from work for a while, and then having to go back into the workforce after that. Sister Paula said it was very educated. I can share some of this with my granddaughter. Awesome. Awesome. Yes, please do. As a matter of fact, oh wow, I closed out that article. Let me see. Maybe I can put the link. Give me just a minute. Maybe I can get that link and put it in the box for you to share with your granddaughter, sis. Let me see. Give me just a second. I'm going to look for that link for you. I think this is it. Yes. I'm going to post that link in the chat box here for you, Sister Paula. There you go. There's that link. So if you can copy that link and share it with your granddaughter, that would be awesome. So like I said, here's another article that we're going to talk about, and this one, career.io, and this is best practices when you are re-entering the workforce after a long absence. Khan says, praise the Most High. Yes, praise the Most High. Here we go. I do not want to accept these cookies. Okay, here we go. All right. So this is career.io, and these are best practices when you are re-entering the workforce after a long absence. And this is so helpful for so many of us that have retired. And sometimes after you've been retired for a little while, you start feeling like, you know what, maybe I just want to do something part-time. And so re-entering the workforce after an absence of maybe a couple of years of being retired, and now you want to explore going back into the workforce, even if it's just part-time, I think that this would be a great article for us to go into to see what does that look like. Let's see if we can get some good advice to help us navigate our way through that. So it says here, re-entering the workforce after a long absence can be a daunting prospect. If you're wondering how to get back in the game, check out our best approaches and expert tips to jumpstart your career. And so this article is by Helen Oswald. As you can see, it says there she's an experienced freelance writer with a strong background in job search and career advice. So let's see what Helen has to say here. If you've had an extended absence from the workforce, it may feel like an uphill struggle to get back in the game. Maybe you've stayed at home while raising children, experienced a long-term illness, traveled the world, or decided to go back to work after retiring. There we go. Whatever the reason, it can be easy to feel that the workforce has moved on and left you behind. The good news is you're not alone. Statistics reveal a large number of workers have taken a break at some point in their career. Further, your past experience combined with any skills acquired during your period out of the workforce can still be a valuable asset to a potential employer. In this article, we explore the best practices to use to re-enter the workforce after a long absence and get back on track, including challenges when re-entering the workforce, 5 expert tips for re-entering the workforce, challenges when re-entering the workforce after a long absence. If you've decided the time is right to re-enter the workforce after a long absence, having a good understanding of the potential challenges you may face is a good place to start. While focusing on the negatives is never pleasant, at least you will know what you are up against and you can create a plan to overcome these hurdles. So let's see what are some of the challenges. Industry changes. Whether you've had a 5, 10, or 15-year absence from the workforce, it's inevitable that your industry will have changed and evolved. However, this does not devalue your strengths, the experience under your belt, or the transferable skills acquired during your absence. You also have the opportunity to fill some of these skills or experience gaps to help you get back on track. Employment gaps. When hiring managers review your resume and cover letter and see a significant employment gap, it may raise concerns. However, if you provide a valid reason for your long-term absence and communicate your strengths, skills, and experience, this can help alleviate concerns. Insecurity. It can be easy to let your insecurities take over when deciding to re-enter the workforce after a long career gap. Focus on building your confidence and remember what you have to offer a potential employer. Age discrimination. Age discrimination is illegal, but it's still a real thing. While you may be able to disguise your age by removing dates on your resume, hiring managers can easily find out this information. The good news is that many companies are starting to recognize older employees for the value they offer in maturity, experience, and reliability. So here are 5 tips for re-entering the workforce after a long absence. Re-entering the workforce after a long absence can feel a bit intimidating, but with the right approach and a positive mindset, you can achieve your goal. Here are some of our top tips to help you get back into your stride. Number 1, target your job search. When you've had a break from the workforce, it's a good idea to take a step back and take stock of your career situation. Where are you in your career? What do you really want out of a job? What are your skills, interests, and strengths? The answers to these questions will help you take your job search in the right direction. So here's an expert tip. If you feel at a crossroad in your career and are wondering which way to turn, consider using assessment tools or consulting a career coach. And once again, we have been talking about different types of coaches, right? So now we're talking about a career coach. Assessment tools such as the Myers-Briggs test can help you identify career options, and career coaches work in partnership with you to pinpoint what you want to achieve in your career. Number 2, fine-tune your resume for re-entering the workforce. Done the right way, Your resume will get you a foot in the door, even if you've had a long absence from the workplace. Refreshing your resume and tailoring it for each job opening is the best approach. Use the job description as your guide and arrange your work experience and skills so that the most relevant are prominent. You can include other types of work in your resume to cover the gap. Did you complete any volunteer or freelance work? Maybe during your travels, you secured some part-time work. As a stay-at-home mom, did you complete any online courses or help out at a local parent-toddler group? What skills or experience have you gained as a family care provider? This information can be included on your resume to address any employment gaps and to highlight transferable skills related to jobs you want to pursue. Number 3, write compelling cover letters. Cover letters are a great way to address your career breaks. Done well, this letter can set you apart from the crowd, giving you the chance to show your skills, experience, and achievements are a perfect match for a job opening. You can also alleviate some of the concerns the hiring manager may have about your absence from the workplace. Address your career breaks at the end of the letter and keep this to 1 or 2 sentences. You don't need to go into detail to explain your absence. Here's an example for stay-at-home moms re-entering the workforce. And there's just a short example right there. It says, during the last 3 years, I've been a stay-at-home mom and completed the Professional in Human Resources PHR certification to complement and remain up to date in my HR career. This will ensure my seamless integration into the team. So that was short, sweet, and to the point. Number 4, volunteer or part-time work. Completing volunteer or part-time work enables you to ease the transition of re-entering the workforce after a long absence. In addition, skills you acquire as a volunteer can be useful in the workplace. So here are some do's and don'ts. It says, do consider freelance or project-based work. This offers variety, has fixed deliverables, often allows you to negotiate flexible working, and may even lead to a job offer. Don't worry about every gap in employment. An employment gap from 10 years ago or a short 5-month gap doesn't need to be explained on your resume and cover letter. Number 5, networking. Leverage your network to announce that you're back in the workforce and increase the chances of hearing about potential job opportunities. LinkedIn connections are a great place to start, but don't forget about college alumni, family, friends, previous co-workers, and any memberships or affiliations you may have. Focus on building and developing your network. Regularly attending industry or networking events will build your confidence, increase your visibility, and enable you to meet new contacts. Don't be afraid to ask questions. Request contact details, follow up periodically, or schedule a coffee meetup so your contacts don't forget about you. It says, if you're looking to re-enter the workforce and get started on your job search, check out Career.io's job search tool and take the next steps. So here are some key takeaways. Number 1, re-entering the workforce after a long absence may seem intimidating, but you're not alone, and you already have a wealth of skills and experience to offer an employer. Number 2, understanding the challenges you may face is key. Try to view the positives of your absence so you can alleviate any concerns the hiring manager may have. Number 3, taking stock of your career situation, fine-tuning your resume and cover letter. Networking and completing volunteer, freelance, or part-time work are all great ways to get back into the workforce game. Amen to that. That's another great article. That's another great article. Great tips. Great tips. Do we have anyone here that falls into that category? Anyone here that falls into that category? Planning on re-entering the workforce after an extended absence. Shalawam, beautiful Sister Sierra. Shalawam. Good to see you. Shalawam. Wow. So yes, we are talking tonight about, getting back into the workforce after a long absence or even after maternity leave. These are some of the things that we need to talk about when we're talking on the broad scale about that harmonious work-life balance. These are some of the things that pop up that we need to discuss if you want to achieve and maintain that harmonious work-life balance. So how do we leverage remote work? So many people are working from home now, whether it be fully remote or hybrid. Those who are having to work from home, or people with small businesses and your location is from your home. Trying to separate that work and home life can be challenging. It can be difficult, right? It says here, remote work can offer flexibility, but also bring unique challenges. How many of you out there are working remotely or have worked remotely? Sister Paula says, I am looking for something part-time. Khan, yes. So that article, I hope, was pretty helpful for you, Sister Paula. I hope that article helped you out somewhat. And once again, I did not share that link, so I am going to do that. These are such good tips that I want you to be able to have these at your fingertip should you need them. So here's that article for you, Sister Paula, or whoever else may want this article or want to share it with someone that you know that is looking to re-enter the workforce after being away from the workforce for an extended period of time. Oh, is that the maternity leave one? Did I post that a second time? Yeah, I apologize. That one is the maternity leave one. Let me share this, the one that we just finished. Oh, wow. Oh, I do. Sister Paula, I am going to have to. I am trying to find that that link. Where is that link? I lost that link, Sister Paula. So I am going to send that to you via text. I'm going to text that to you because I closed out the window and now I can't find it. So I apologize for that. But I will make sure that you get it. So let's talk about the leveraging of remote work. So in one of our previous episodes, yeah, it was earlier this month, or was it in May, that we explored using our gifts, talents, and passions to generate income, either through starting a small business or side hustle. Who remembers that? Who remembers that broadcast that we had, that show that we had, that we spoke specifically about utilizing our gifts, talents, skills, and passions to generate income? So this article that we're going to go into is leveraging remote jobs for personal growth and side hustle success. So this is going to expand on what we learned. And for many of the sisters that I talked to, since we had that show, they have actually started side hustles, considering starting side hustles. Some have started taking courses towards some of their passions, such as holistic, learning different things holistically, such as, what did we have? Becoming a coach. One of the sisters is taking a course on aromatherapy because that's always been her passion. Becoming a master herbalist. So these are some of the things that the sisters have been doing since then to now utilize those skills once they're done with training, utilizing those skills and their passion to create a side hustle. So let's talk about leveraging remote jobs for personal growth and side hustle success. That was 3 weeks ago, Sister Paula. The water. Yes, it was. It was about 3. I think that was the first show for June. Yeah, so if you're interested, go back and watch that show about using your passions and your skills and talents to generate income, either through a side hustle or starting a small business. All right, let's jump into this other. This is actually a video. This is a video, leveraging remote jobs for personal growth and side hustle success.
Doing what you need to do.
All right, fair use. This is by You Get Better. You Get Better. Fair use for educational purposes only.
Doing what you need to do now so you can do what you want to do later. Welcome to You Get Better, where we're all about transforming challenges into opportunities for growth. If you're new here, hit that subscribe button and join our community of proactive achievers. Remote work isn't just a trend, it's a shift in how we define the workplace. With technology connecting us across continents, companies are embracing the flexibility of remote jobs. But what does this mean for you? It means you have the power to choose a job that not just pays the bills, but also aligns with your future aspirations. Choosing the right remote job is crucial. Look for roles that challenge you and teach you new skills. Whether it's a tech job that hones your coding skills or a creative position that enhances your design abilities, select a job that pushes you towards your personal goals. Remember, every skill you acquire is a step closer to your side hustle success. With no commute and control over your workspace, remote jobs offer an unparalleled opportunity to manage your time effectively.
Use these extra hours to work on your side hustle. Plan your day in chunks, dedicate specific times for focused work and breaks, ensuring you remain productive without burning out. Let's talk about cross-pollination of skills. Use the skills you develop in your remote job to enhance your side hustle. For instance, if you learn data analysis at work, apply those insights to optimize your side business. This synergy not only accelerates your professional growth, but also multiplies your side hustle's potential. One of the myths about remote work is the lack of networking opportunities. However, the digital world is ripe with possibilities. Engage actively in online forums, virtual conferences, and professional groups. Networking remotely can open doors to collaborations and partnerships that bolster your side hustle. Embracing a remote job can be a game changer for your personal and professional development. It's about making strategic choices, managing your time wisely, and using every opportunity to grow. Share your thoughts and experiences with remote work in the comments below. And if you found this video helpful, give it a like and subscribe for more insights from You Get Better. Doing what you need to do now so you can.
So that was a pretty short video, but had some powerful, quick tips on how to leverage your remote work and help you to create a side hustle as well. Sister Paula says, I believe so. Okay. Yeah, so that, like I said, that was just a short video. But the one thing that keeps coming up is about time management. Knowing how to manage your time to prevent burnout. That is so important, no matter what it is that we're doing, because although that sounds so simple, yes, you're working remotely and you're able to cross-pollinate things that you're doing on your remote job, now incorporating it into your side hustle. Still, just because working from home, it's so convenient, right? Like we said, it's so convenient. But if you're not careful to manage your time well, you will notice where a lot of that time that should not be bleeding into your home life starts to do that if you don't know how to manage your time well. So time management is so important. The other thing that's really, really important to prevent burnout and to help you to maintain and achieve a good work-life balance is building a support system. Building a support system. So we'll talk about the importance of having a strong support system, but both personally and professionally, because you need a support system, a very good support system at work as well, not just at home. So we would like to discover how to build and maintain relationships that support your work-life balance goals. So here's another article by Integrative Nutrition that will teach us 10 tips on how to create a strong support system. Let us talk about creating a strong support system. And this is by integrativenutrition.com. And before I forget, I am going to copy this link and share it in the comment box for you, for anyone that may want to read this article later on. There it is right there. All right, let's go into this article. How to create a strong support system, 10 tips. It says the social support system refers to a network of people who we can turn to for emotional and practical support. This group can include anyone, family members, friends, peers, co-workers, professionals. Social support networks are different from formal support groups that typically meets to assist people in a shared traumatic experience. Rather, they're informal, with no preset framework, and can be tapped for any type of experience you need support with. Having these support networks in place before, during, and after times of struggle can make managing stress and other negative emotions easier. So, what are the benefits of a support system? Research shows that there are many benefits to having a support network in place. People with support systems live longer and are generally healthier, reporting higher levels of overall happiness. These groups can help you be more resilient in times of loss and stress, while also improving how you feel during the good times. Supportive relationships can also bolster you emotionally when you're feeling down or overwhelmed. Loved ones can listen to your fears and worries, making you feel seen and understood. They can also work with you to solve problems and find alternative solutions, as well as help distract you from the situation at hand. 10 tips to create an effective support system. Building a support system doesn't happen overnight. And while you can collect people you meet, like in school or at a job, it typically takes more than a shared space to include someone in your desired support group. Determine who you want in your support system. Look for people who treat you with kindness and respect and have your best interests at heart. It works the opposite way as well. If you have a relationship with someone that no longer serves you, you aren't obligated to maintain that relationship, or you simply don't need to consider them as someone you would go to for support or certain types of support. It's completely up to you. This advice applies not only to romantic partners, but to friendships as well. Number 2, connect with a professional. Working with professionals like therapists, mental health counselors, and health coaches, here we go, coaches again, is a healthy first step to take when building a support system. Professionals can support you with day-to-day challenges, but also delve into the larger issues that smaller issues tend to stem from. Professionals can also give you advice on building your network beyond your relationship with them. Build confidence. Self-confidence is about more than just feeling good about yourself. It also means believing you deserve love, that your thoughts, feelings, and goals have value, and that you can trust in your own abilities. Surrounding yourself with positive influences can help jumpstart this confidence boost. Attend a support group. Support groups are often where people looking to build their support bases begin. There are support groups for a wide range of experiences, all working toward a similar goal. Members will likely have a unique understanding of your current challenges because they're dealing with the same issues. Find a hobby. Hobbies are a simple yet effective way to build a community. Knitting, hiking, cooking, and throwing throw in pottery are all hobbies that will expand the pool for your support group. You don't even need to physically pursue the hobby in a shared space. Many online communities are just as strong as those formed with people you meet in real life. Get to know your neighbors. Your neighbors can include the people you live near, but also coworkers, the next desk over, people you see in the shared space or on a college campus, or those you see every morning at the coffee shop. Making the effort to get to know the people you see regularly, even if just to say hello, can jumpstart the journey to building your support system. Find the positives. As humans, we're hardwired to focus on what's wrong, but we don't have to think that way. Just like with building any muscle, cultivating positive thinking, these intention, time, and commitment. Positivity attracts positivity, and even forcing yourself to smile has shown to promote happiness. Accept help. Approaching to people to ask for help isn't something we all do intuitively. In fact, many people are very hesitant to ask for help, assuming others will see them as weak for needing assistance in dealing with problems. But people who love us want to help us wants to help us most times. When friends and family say, if you need anything, just let me know, they really do mean it. You can't get help if you don't ask for it. Find non-human support. Plants, pets, even stuffed animals can provide great comfort in times of stress. They listen without judgment, provide a sense of responsibility, and can offer connection just as rewarding as a human one. Be patient. Creating trusting and healthy relationships take time. Finding the group you learn to rely on isn't a quick process. It often takes a lifetime. As you meet people and expand your group, you can grow to appreciate the time it took to build connections. And here's the importance of sustaining your support system. Successful, sustainable relationships require constant maintenance. Although some relationships don't require daily communication to stay intact, others do. Communicating with the different members of your support system will help cut out any confusion about what each relationship requires to last. Some tips for maintaining these relationships are: number one, show your appreciation. Tell your friends and family how important they are to you and thank them for all they give you. Stay in touch through phone calls, texts, and emails. Be available when you're needed. True friends come through when times are tough. Be a good listener and allow your friends to confide freely and without being judged. Support their successes. When you care for someone, you want to see them succeed. Be honest. Communication is key with all relationships. If someone does something that hurts you, let them know in a healthy way. Respect the needs of others. Everyone has their limit for social interactions. Know your limits or boundaries and respect those of others, even if they differ from yours. Learn their love language. This isn't just for romantic relationships. Ways in which you want to be cared for and appreciated may not be the same for members of your support system. Remember, people in your support system should help you reduce stress, not increase it. They should support your goals and efforts to achieve them, not belittle your feelings, undermine your other relationships, or ignore your feelings. So this is the bottom line. You can prioritize one type of support, like professionals, but don't let the others lag behind. You never know when you'll need someone. We turn to our support system in times of need, and they must be in place before we need them. Now is the time to nurture the relationships you already have and to foster new ones. Diversifying your support system can allow you to rotate who you seek support from in any given circumstance. And your current needs may be different from your needs even 6 months from now. Those, again, are great tips. And this, here we go, live a life you love as a health coach. So here's a guide to becoming a health coach. So if that's something that you have been considering since we've been talking about coaching, here's a link that you can go to get information about becoming a life coach, a health coach. All right. So that is how to create a strong support system, which is so important as we are trying to achieve and maintain a harmonious work-life balance. So in conclusion, we are about to wrap up this second and last episode of Balancing Act, Navigating Work-Life Harmony. So now what we just need to discuss, we just need to go over all of the things that we learned, because these are the things that we're going to have to continue to do in order to maintain balance in the long term, right? In order to maintain the balance long term, we will start by revisiting. Number one, revisiting your goals. What are your goals for a harmonious work-life balance? What are your goals? So you need to revisit those goals and do that frequently in order to maintain this harmony long term. Also, remember to remain flexible. Stay flexible, because we have to be able to adapt when the unforeseen happens, when changes come. Don't be so rigid where you can't, switch gears or lanes if you have to because of some life circumstance that was unavoidable or unforeseeable. Continuously adapt to new challenges. That's going to be very important in maintaining balance long term. And always remember that work-life balance is an ongoing process. Like we said, this is something that we're going to have to continually work towards. It's not something that we can set in place and it just works automatically. This is something that we have to continually work it in order for it to work for us. All right, so revisit your goals, stay flexible, continuously adapt to new challenges, and always remember work-life balance is an ongoing process. So, wow, that was just so much information in these two episodes. So I know it was a lot, but you have the videos. You have last week's video that you can go back and rewatch. And you have tonight's video that you can also rewatch. So worry not, do not worry. Go back and rewatch. Take notes if you have to. Reread some of the articles that we put out there. And if you're anything like me, there just seems to be not enough hours in the day anymore to do all of the things that we want to do. But once again, don't stress about it. If you weren't able to get to something today, put it on your list for tomorrow if it is something that can wait. And most things are things that can wait. until the next day or until another time. If you can, just go ahead and don't stress about it. But we also remember that we do find the time to do things that are important to us. So on your list of priorities, start off with the things that are important, the things that have to be done in order of priority. And as you get done with it, check it off. Check it off the box. Check it off the list. And the things that are not so pressing, put them off until the next day if you can. If that's going to help you to maintain your balance and prevent burnout, yes, put it off for another day. Any questions, any comments about these last 2 episodes? Any questions, any comments? Like I said, May and June were personal and professional growth and development months. And so we have come to the end of, this is the last episode in the series of personal and professional growth and development. So now we're going into a new month. We're going into the month of July. And I am so excited to announce next month's theme for Tea Time with Shebrew Royalty. Next month's theme, the theme for July is Creative Woman. Creative Woman Month. So for the entire month of July, we will be featuring sisters that are blazing the trails as artists, writers, musicians, seamstresses, women that do craft such as crocheting, knitting, sewing, women who are creative in their cooking styles, whatever your creativity may be. I want you on this show. I want you in July to come on the show and talk about your creative side. If you love singing, if you're a writer, if you write or perform poetry, come on the show and showcase your skills and talents. So July, Creative Woman Month. We want to see the creativity in our sisters. Our sisters are so very talented and creative, and so many of your skills go unnoticed. Why? Because you're so shy, or you're thinking, oh, I'm not good enough. Well, get past all of that. Get past all of that. You are the salt of the earth. You are the salt of the earth. So come out and share that salt with us, right? Come on out and show us your artistry, your writing skills, your vocal talent. You may even play an instrument. Come on out and play your instrument. Let us see your creative side. So if that sounds like you or someone you know, please reach out to me ASAP. ShebrewRoyaltyBiz@gmail.com, so that you can be featured next month to showcase your creativity, your skills, your talents from the creative standpoint. You may be an artist. You may like to draw, paint. Bring some of your artwork so that we can see. Creative Woman Month, July, on Tea Time with Shebrew Royalty. All right. So that being said, we're still talking about next year's, the planning of next year's 3rd annual Shebrew Royalty Summer Tea Party. Once again, keep that at the back of your mind. As we go along, we're going to, start talking about finding a location here in San Antonio. It will be in San Antonio, Texas. So for those of you who are out of state or even in other areas of Texas, please start putting your pennies aside so that you're able to come out and have a beautiful tea party. And it will be a tea party / conference, because it's going to be from Friday to Sunday. Saturday, of course, will be the Sabbath. So on Saturday, we will be attending services. But yeah, we'll talk about all of that, what the schedule is going to look like. But more than likely, it will be either June or July of next year, the Most High, AHAYAH willing. All right. So pencil that in on your calendar for next year, June or July. Sister Paula says, this was so encouraging that I went upstairs, pulled out a lot of outreach ministry the more I pulled out, the lighter I got. Let's see where the journey takes me. Yes. She said, the Most High says, come back to my first love. And that was my love with him. If you know how I'm feeling now, praise the Most High. All praises, sis. All praises to the Most High. Khan. Yes. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. Having that passion and yes, that desire. And I'm so glad that these broadcasts, these shows have been helping to stimulate creativity and increase passions again, or reignite passions that were once there that we forgot that we had. So I am so thankful, because it's doing it for me as well. So many of the things that I hadn't been doing, now I'm really getting back into these things that give me so much joy and that I have passion for doing. And one of the things that I'm so passionate about is helping sisters, helping women to find that spark again, those things that, because when we start getting a little bit older, for some reason we start thinking that we have to put all of these talents and gifts and passions aside because I'm getting old. Nonsense. That's when you're really supposed to come into that yourself and come into that knowledge of who the Most High created you to be. And now that you have all of these experiences and these talents and gifts, now is the time to really utilize them, especially in helping the younger sisters, utilizing all of the gifts and talents and skills that we have to now help the younger sisters in those areas. So that's something that I take very seriously. And I'm just so thankful that you all show up and that you find some value in what we do here on Sundays, the water. So once again, I hope that you found the information that was presented tonight useful. And if you did, please do me a favor and share this video with your sister friends and relatives. And like I said, for July, if you know some creative sisters, I know each of you out there have skills, have talents, you are creative. What I want you to do is to put the fear aside and step out on faith and come on this show and showcase some of your skills and talents and your passions and your artistry, these gifts that the Most High have given you. All right? The water, Sister Paula, the water. All praises. All praises. She said, this is a good praise the Most High. Went outside, put out my art table into the den. This is incredible. Oh, I'm so excited for you, Sister Paula. I'm so excited for you. And I'm going to stay in touch. I'm going to stay in touch with you and see how that's going. Yes. So let's grow this channel so that this information can reach Hebrews throughout the four corners of the earth, and even those who are not Hebrews but are willing to be a part of our community. We are to let our light shine so that others can be led to the source of the light, who we know is Christ, right? That is what we're supposed to do. Let our light shine so that they can be led to that source, who is YASHAYA, Christ. So thank you all again. Thank you all again for being here with me. I love you so much. And I always appreciate you taking this time out of your very busy schedule to have tea and conversation with me, and for us to learn and grow together as we maintain that balance, that harmony between our home and work life. And like I said, next month, we're going to be delving into the creativity, our creative side. So know that I'm praying for you. Know that I am praying for us. Sister Nikki, Shalawam, so good to see you. So good to see you. So until the Most High brings us back together again next Sunday, if it be His will, may you prosper and be in good health. And remember, true healing begins inwardly before it is expressed outwardly. So I am your hostess, Kwala Yakaka, a voice of reasoning and justice. Have a blessed night and an even more blessed week, if that's possible. Just wishing you so many blessings, praying for you. I'm praying for us. And like I said before, if it's the Most High's will, we will see each other again next Sunday, same tea time, same tea channel. Shalawam. I love you all. Shalawam. Mwah.